Hi guys, hope you're all well. Well, we're back in COVID lockdown again. Um, so at this point in time, it's for 7 days, but there's a possibility that it could be longer. So what that means for us is that there's no game this week, Saturday, and at this point in time, if the lockdown finishes Thursday next week, we will be playing against Wyndham Vale. But the likelihood of that is unlikely. It just all depends on how many hotspot sites um, that they encounter in the next couple of days, and how many positive cases. Today was good. We had 4 cases, so hopefully, if it stays on track like that, we should be okay. So, what do we do as a football club? Well, we've been through this before. Um, Firstly, let me say this. It's the last 2 years, it's been a pleasure coaching you boys um, and being involved with all support staff. You guys have been amazing through all this adversity, sticking together, maintaining enthusiasm and enjoyment. It's been outstanding. I truly blessed. Um, and to maintain your enthusiasm and willing to learn new things, um, and see your progression through this year has been absolutely outstanding. And I don't think, a week, 2 or 3 weeks of this COVID stuff this year is really going to hurt us. It's just something that we're going to have to get through. So, um, how do we stop this from hindering our progress? Well, um, this is the reason why I'm doing this video. Now, I could write a post which would be 3 or 4 pages long, which most of you probably wouldn't get through. So I'm hoping you can just entertain yourself with this video. Uh, so what we do is generally we've been doing about 4 to 5 Ks each training session. That's Tuesday and Thursday. And most guys in a football game would do 10 to 12 Ks. That would be on the lower side. So on ballers and wingers, transitional players would do way more than that, 15, 16 Ks you would do. So what we need to do is we need to stay active. Um, so if we're going to keep our progress going and we're going to be able to keep up with the sides that are above us, so at the moment we're looking at, the top 4 or 5 sides. So, we lose the game against North Footscray. All right, that can't be replayed. So we unfortunately lose the opportunity to get our 4 points back. But if you see on the whiteboard, the next phrase that we're looking at is opportunity. So we have an opportunity to get back some games against the top side, such as Newport, Parkside, Wyndham Vale at home. And that's what we're going to be aiming for now that we've lost the game against North Footscray. But it all depends on you guys just maintaining your enthusiasm and keeping moving. So going back to what we've been building up for. So we started off our pre-season between 3 to 4.5 Ks per session. And we built that up to about 5.5 Ks per session. And then I was building it up to about 7 Ks per session for a 4-week block, and then dropping it down and seeing if we were going to make finals. We would maintain that 5.5 K. If we weren't, we would just drop it off and make it completely fun. Even though our training is fun anyway. But so I don't have you for this week and possibly the week after. So here's what we have to do: is every senior player, so every player that's played senior football or is looking to play senior football that's still playing in the reserves, you need to do this for me. You need to make up the amount of work that you would do this week that you've lost. So for example, tomorrow we're not playing, so that's 12 Ks of work that you would lose. Then Tuesday and Thursday, there's 5.5 Ks that you're going to lose from each of those sessions. So that's 23 Ks of work, 23 kilometres of running that you would miss. So for us to be able to keep up the fitness level and the activity level, I need you guys to do this work. So What we need to do is we need to cover off that 23 k's. Now you guys can cover it off however you like. You can go out in a block of 2 hours and run your 8 k's or whatever, or you can do 2 or 3 k's a day and make up your 23 k's. But you need to do it. So I'm expecting you guys to get out there and log your results if you're a senior player. So if you're in one of the senior group or warrant to play seniors from reserves, you need to log these results and let me know how you've done. Or use your buddy, which we'll talk about in a sec, to be able to log these results for you so I know what you've done. So the work can be done just purely running, or it can be like dynamic work. So the easiest thing that I would suggest that you do is, if you've got a footy or you can get a footy, go down to your local football oval and just get the footy and just run up and down the ground, kicking the ball in the air along the ground, having a shot at goal, coming all the way back, and just spend an hour and a half doing that. And you'd be surprised how much work you actually do. If you ran solidly for an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half doing that, you'd be doing 6 or 7 k's easily. Not only that, you got the ball, so you're doing the skill work and the kicking and the touch work. So it's better than actual running. So so that's one thing that you can do. If you don't have a footy, or if you're close to a athletics oval, you can get your stuff done there. We're limited to the 5k's now for a week, maybe 2. We'll see how we go. For those guys that are close to Albion Oval within 5k's, I'll be down there on Saturday between 12 and 2. So we'll stay apart from each other. You can bring your training buddy down, and you can go through some exercises. So 23 k's is what I need from you each week. So now those guys that are willing to play, that are wanting to play on ball, my Rovers, Ruck Rovers, Cinnamon, my wingers, my transition players, for example, Joel, Nick, Aaron Mack, Anthony, Josh Mack, Gritty, Bryce, Pat, those guys that have been transitioning through the ball, your 23 k's needs to be done in chase. So instead of just going to a footy oval and just running 15 laps, you guys need to transition your pace. So I need to see that. You need to explain to me what you've done. So that's between slow jog, sprint, 80%, 70%. So you have to try and work out how you're going to chase your distances, right? So we're getting a true game style run. Now, if you can't do this, it's fine. If we're in COVID, family comes first. Work commitments come first. Like sustaining your lifestyle comes first, and footy's second. But if you can do this, it'd be great if you can get out and do it. And what I'm looking for is guys that can just make a little bit of a sacrifice, because we've come so far, and we know we've got huge things in the next couple of weeks if we were going to continue to play footy. If this only lasts for a week, we come back, play Wynnum Bowl. There's so much opportunity. So that's why I'm driving you guys to do this. Now, as far as the buddy system goes, you can choose, like, if you've got someone in your geographical area, get in touch with them and ask them just to be a training buddy. So that means that you don't necessarily have to train together, but you keep each other active. Like, what did you do today? What work did you do today? Did you do weights? Did you do push-ups? Did you run? So you're actually keeping each other active. Or you can meet up together and train, because you're allowed to do that in pairs. So so I'm leaving that up to you. In your geographical area, try and get your training buddy. Now, for example, the guys in there's loads of guys in Albion, Sunshine West. There's literally half the team that are in that area. So get together and do that. The other thing too is, if you're injured or sore, there's no problems with like if you're an on-baller and you can't do this shuttle work, just do it on bike, but do 3 times the distance, right? So, instead of doing 5Ks on your legs, do 15Ks on the bike. If you're at a position where you physically can't go on a bike, so there's a couple of guys there just come back from injuries and stuff like that. Do half the distance, so do your 2.5 or 2.7Ks, but in a brisk walk. So at least you're moving, at least you're doing something. All right. So what we don't want to lose is our momentum and our positivity. Now, we had a training session on Thursday, which was great. Now, it was completely up to you guys to come. You didn't have to. We had 20 guys, had a fun night, and it was good. And it just shows me, the guys are still committed, even though we have these psychological hurdles that we have to deal with COVID and lockdown. The other thing too is if we come out of lockdown next week, so we won't be training Tuesday and Thursday, obviously, but if we come out of lockdown on Thursday, we will be having a skills session on the Friday. So we're due to play Wintervale on the Saturday, so we will have a skills session on the Friday night at Albion, and then we'll do our teams on the Friday night. So it'll be a nice chance to just get back together after the week off. But once again, just want to say thank you to you guys for your commitment, support, all the Albion team, all the support workers, trainers, admin staff. It's been exceptional this year. Where we come has been amazing. Let's not let it drop off. So what I want you to do is, when you see this video and you understand what you need to do, I need you to just text me, PM me, just to let me know that you've seen the video and you understand what needs to be done. And if you can struggle to do this, it's fine. Just let me know. If you can't do it, a lot of guys that, single dads, got kids, whatever, you've got relationship issues, or I don't care. Just say, yeah, I can do it, Jimmy, or I've done it, Jimmy, or I'm going to struggle to do it, but I'm going to do my best. That's all I need to know. I just need you to acknowledge the fact that you've seen this video and you understand what's expected of the senior group over the next week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how we go. Anyway, peace, guys. Go get your vaccination injection, and also wear a mask out in public. Bye.